Alright, folks, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why. Actually, where the hell is it at here? Something I'm missing here. Where is the shot looking? Oh, maybe it fell down that way. I never did think about that. Oh, let me shoot. All I got to say is, folks, from what I've seen and just from what I've from announcements from during the winter time, as far as anime is concerned, and basically from what I've seen of Sony State though, on top of what I've mentioned about the anime sequels and stuff, with some of the indie games that just also laid off, we also got the Legend of Zelda remake, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, let me rephrase that, which is phenomenal. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they put back in the original difficulty of the Water Temple, because yes, was that a real pain in the knickers? You betcha. But I was not too happy with them actually, nerfing the difficulty when they did the when they did Ocarina of Time remaster. So hopefully when they do remake it, they keep it as difficult as the original version was. That'd be nice. If not, I'm not gonna throw a hissy over it. Seriously, I won't. It'd be just kind of petty at that point. That's also gonna be a thing. You also got what was it? There's the Castlevania Belmont's Curse, which is basically gonna be a more basically a remaster slash remake, more like remake of of the Castlevania game that featured Sonia Belmont. So that's cool. And then on top of that, you also got Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement teaser trailer was shown. No gameplay. Naturally, of course, most of these don't have gameplays for some reason. Don't get me wrong, it's still hype, but a little game demo would be nice. What else? I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting something important. I know there's one I'm not forgetting, but I'm purposely delaying it as the final coup de grace, sort of. Let's see, Final Fantasy Resonance. This visual novel game called Valkyrie Tone. Oh, that's not one of the sequels I was talking about. But yeah, Final Fantasy Resonance. Dragon Quest Monsters: The Withered World. I think there's one other one. Fable, the fourth Fable game, mind you. Yeah, there's supposed to be a remake of the original one. I'm not sure. Gears of War E-Day. Okay, I guess. I mean, I'm guessing it's supposed to go back to the original Gears of War roots. I had nothing against the last two Gears of War games, if I'm right. Persona 6. Metro 2039. I didn't think there was going to be a sequel to Metro. And then I did mention the Spyro A Realm Beyond. Crazy Taxi World Tour. Color me impressed that Crazy Taxi was finally getting a sequel. Well, there's like 3 of them, maybe 4 of them for the PlayStation 1, 2, 3 eras, if I'm right. It's been a long time. And of course, Control Resonant. If I'm right, that's supposed to be a sequel to Control. I don't know if there's anything else. Oh yeah, the Gothic 1 remake is another one. Vampire Survivors is getting an expansion. The remake for Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. Melee. That was I think a GameCube game, if I'm right. Was the GameCube or the Wii? Was basically a fighting game, 3D fighting game with Godzilla monsters, basically just drawing it out like it was Tekken or something. I think that might be it, folks. Trying to see if I am forgetting anything else. Oh yeah, the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake as well. That was another one I noticed. And of course, Final Fantasy VII Revelation. So the final, I think it's the final. I don't remember if it's considered the final part for the Final Fantasy VII remake, or if it's the next part of Rayman Legends Retold. I'm guessing that's supposed to be like a remake of Rayman. Then there's Until Dawn 2. The Wolf, and one of the most highly desired sequels, The Wolf Among Us 2, from Telltale Games. The Mighty Cuphead Adventure as well. And I think that's it that I can remember off the top of my head. Much less I can find my... Oh! I never played this game. I'm pretty sure there's people who have. The Seventh Guest remake is getting a remake. I believe that is all I can remember of, folks. I don't think there's anything else I can remember. Oh, and Stellar Blade, Blood Rain. That's all I got for you, folks. Oh wait, now I remember the one I was mentioning about the for the coup de grace. And of course the one that's becoming a huge discourse in the video gaming space. God of War, Lao Fei. And the discourse surrounding that alone is almost as dumb as the discourse surrounding Christopher Nolan's take on the Odyssey. And I swear, I mean, I'm not gonna get too much into the weeds here, folks, so that way we don't, sour the mellowness, the chill, or even the good vibes, I guess you could say. But point being is, man, the reason why the whole Odyssey, now we're going from video games to this side tangent. But before I go into side tangent, I'm just gonna say all I just listed off, we gaming and anime nerds are eating good this year, and possibly next year as well, up to next year as well. It's as if the backlog of basically the COVID pandemic is finally, finally breaking through. But now to get onto the tangent about the Odyssey thing. Haven't been back to Blazewood forever, but it still smells familiar. But yeah, to get back to the tangent for a moment. Here's my thing about the Odyssey, the Christopher Nolan's. I find it incredibly dumb that people have the issue of basically, like, say for example, Lupita Nyong'o playing as Helen of Troy, or to be more accurate, Helen of Sparta, but Helen of Troy, because technically she's originally from wife to Agamemnon of Sparta. But anyways, my point is the point I'm going to get into is this. People have an issue with that. Billie Eilish as Achilles. Mind you, Achilles has a very small role. Very extremely, not even a role technically in the story of the Odyssey. Achilles has more of a role. It's mostly his role. He's mostly rolled in. His role is involved in the Iliad. Two separate stories that are congruently have a continuity with each other, technically speaking. Because you don't have the Odyssey without the Iliad. The Trojan War. The Iliad is the story about the Trojan War. Anyway, the Greek Trojan War. Anyways, and Zendaya as Athena, if I'm right. But anyways, the huge issues. I mean, okay, I can understand some people. There are some people's quibbles about the quote unquote accuracy, historical accuracy. Okay, if you want to go into the weeds of it, the only quibbles you can make about the historical accuracies, from what I've seen some of from the movie trailers, is the type of armor that is worn by the Greeks. Supposedly, at the time that when the Trojan Wars should have happened on a historical scale of things, is not the. But I mean, so you can people who are historical, who are more of the historical nerd types, that know their historical facts about that particular time frame. They can their grievances about that, their nitpick about that can be well founded. Anyone's nitpick about that can be well founded. But when you're going about to the fact that basically almost none of the characters are portrayed by actual Greek people, is mind-boggling to say the least. How anyone can be nitpicky about that. For several reasons. I mean, the most major reason, I'll get to it in a moment. Let's see, smells familiar. Yeah, and that signature outer ring combo. Good meat, dust, and fuel all mixed together. I know Blazewood like the back of my hand, so leave the info gathered to me. Look, the sons of Caledon up ahead. Oh, Big Daddy's here too. Perfect. Let's go ask them. Anyways, so yeah, the main huge issue I'd have of people being nitpicky about which actors are portraying which characters in the movie The Odyssey. If you want to talk about historical accuracy, the main issue with the crux of that issue is the fact is the Odyssey is first and foremost is a story. It's not technically a historical recounting. It's mostly it technically can be classified as mythology in terms of the technical structure of what mythology is, but it also can't technically be classified as a historical event of sorts. I mean, the best you could say it's like a historical mythology, where it does talk about certain events, events that are that have historically taken place, but have been so overly have been expounded upon and over embellished over time in some cases that that's hard to find out which parts are the actual. It's unless you're an archaeologist or something like that, you're gonna have a hard time figuring out what parts are factual, which ones not, and which one's fantastical. But more to the point, unless you're, I mean, at least for the parts that aren't supernatural, you have a hard time figuring out which one's actually fact and fiction. The supernatural parts, is other fiction, but that's besides the point. But more to the point of, if you're asking for historical accuracy in the story that technically that was always told for the longest time, was orally told, and then I think I can't remember if Homer himself was the one who penned it to paper, or if it was someone later, some other Greek storyteller after him that finally did it. But not only was it mostly told as an oral tradition, damn it, I lost my train of thought. Okay, let's go Caesar for a second, see what she's got to say, and I'll get to might help me collect my thoughts.
It's been a while. You guys here to hang out in Blazewood?
Must be nice. Traveling around, making new friends everywhere. That's what it means to be young. Unlike little old me, already too worn out to even think about traveling.
She's only 40 years old and she's acting like she's an 80-year-old woman.
Nice work out there, Proxies. Billy, you did great too.
Why does it sound like you're only complimenting me as an afterthought? I'll take it.
But the
Billy's
papers
awesome.
say some of the prizes went missing, and the whole thing got shut down because of some chaos. Is that actually what happened?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, this is what happened.
You give Caesar and Piper a quick rundown of what happened.
I see. But I haven't run into any pink-haired strangers lately. You might want to ask someone else. Normally, the Sons of Caledon would be all over this, but things have been kind of complicated lately. We'll give it our
Indeed,
best shot.
muscle money, indeed.
What's been going on? Has something happened?
I also have to
It's
go short on
tough.
people.
I have no idea what's up with them, but they suddenly flooded the outer ring. Over the last few days, they've sent a bunch of strange people and machines into the hollow near Blazewood. I mean, it's a hollow, so we can't exactly tell them to stay out, but trust me, when those guys start swarming like that, it's never good news. Especially since this isn't even their turf. So I've called everyone back to Blazewood for the time being. Lighter and Loose are on patrol, and the rest of us are on high alert for whatever Tops is planning.
I see. But for Tops to be making moves now, could it be related to Romuald? Or maybe...
Could be Rusty.
Could it be Rusty Cliff Corp? If they followed the trail from the competition to Romuald, that tracks. But would they really go this far? We'll just have to play it by ear and see what happens.
Huh. We got caught up in conversation. Where'd Cecilia go?
Her? As soon as we hit Blazewood, she took off to catch up with some friends. Look, she's over there with Big Daddy.
There she is. Let's go say hello to Big Daddy as well. You go ahead.
Not sure how this is going to go,
Keep an eye out for
considering
any
that Big
clues
Daddy is
on
one of the
this
original members of the
Romuald
original
girl.
group, the Caledon.
Thank you so much. Be careful. And keep an eye on Tops, too.
Relax. The outer ring is Sons of Caledon territory. Anywhere our bikes can reach, there's nothing we can't handle.
Yeah, so
Cecilia and Big Daddy seem to be having a great time chatting.
alright, let's
Looks
see what.
like she's pretty close with Big Daddy.
No, I wouldn't think that, based on her past experiences. Pink hair doesn't ring a bell. Got it. We'll take it. Ask the others then.
So, you guys finished asking around? Got any intel?
Caesar and Piper both said they haven't seen Romuald.
Big Daddy doesn't have anything on Romuald either.
Then you were going around saying you were looking for the champion.
Yeah, the voice sounds familiar though.
We all
That
thought
sounds
you
like
meant
good.
Lighter. Turned out you were after the first champion. Though, speaking of Lighter, there he is. I've got stuff to take care of. Why don't you guys ask some of the others? Oh, and maybe check with Bernice. She was gone for a while last night.
Big Daddy waves and leaves. Having him as an agent would be the coolest thing ever, practically, folks.
The first champion, huh?
Alright, that's
Hear
what.
the story. It's the Outer Ring's famous legend, the Reaper and the Champion! Not just Big Daddy!
Why she
Old
does
Demir
that,
talks
so
about it all the
hilarious.
time.
Old Demir. Yeah, if he had a hand in it. No wonder Big Daddy said it's not entirely true.
Wait. You know what? Oh, Demir. Oh yeah, that's the old guy who sometimes says true things, but says it in such a outlandish ways you would think they were just, it was all poppycock, hogwash.
What's the legend? Don't leave us hanging now. Go on.
You're that interested, huh? Well, I just so happen to know the full version already. Listen up. The legend of the first champion, famed throughout the Outer Ring. Long, long ago, the terrifying Caledon Reaper roamed the Outer Ring. It had a body made of steel, frightening claws, and breathed flames hotter than 10,000 degrees, threatening to burn Blazewood down.
She definitely sounds like, a school elementary school
Do you know
teacher.
about it, Billy?
She does got the elementary school teacher energy. It's, or at least the speaking cadence,
This is the important part.
Hmm.
Until one day,
the champion arrived and challenged the Caledon Reaper. He struck first, firing golden lasers from his eyes that pierced straight through the Reaper's steel body. Then he used his
I love
indestructible
this.
Wanderer's cape
She'd
to
make a
seal
good
the
mom.
Reaper's
I'm just saying,
mouth
Coach.
just as it was about to spit
Just saying, she'd
fire.
make a good mom.
And finally, with a rocket punch, he blasted the Reaper clean out of the outer ring with a single blow. Wha-pow!
This sure ain't.
The people of Blazewood could live peacefully
These sure are
once
just not
again.
just flat out spelling it out
This
for
is
us
the
in this
legend of the
artwork.
Outer Ring. The story of the first champion.
That level of enthusiasm.
So, the first champion is incredible, right?
Hmm.
What do you think about the cape, Billy?
Me? It's good for keeping sand off, I guess. But totally indestructible? That's kind of exaggerated. It is pretty tough, though. Perfect for carrying Starlight Knight card packs and merch.
What are you even
Course.
talking about? A champion would never use a cape of honor and glory like some raggedy old sack. That thing is a Void Hunter grade treasure. Legend has it that if you have it on, even Hoshimi Miyabi with her strongest slash.
It'll come through for sure. Just one casual slash from Hoshimi Miyabi, and that cape and the person wearing it are getting split clean in two, just like that scene in the Starlight Night recap special.
Leave it to him to go to the Starlight Night
If you
stuff.
want to test that theory, we can help you contact Miss Miyabi. I'm sure she'll treat that slash like it's one of her training exercises.
Come on, don't worry about those old dusty tales. You should be more excited about the new legend that's about to drop. Trust me, my new form would make even the first champion jealous. Just press here on my chest. Boom! Transformation! From now on, the Outer Ring will be talking about the legends of Cunning Hairs, Billy! Wait, no! Legends of Starlight, Billy! If this new form shows up in a Starlight Night movie, people would recognize it instantly! Eyes sparkling, shouting,
Yep.
"Woo!
Inner fanboy 100 going geeking out.
Unmatched in power!
He's definitely got, you know, prepubescent boy energy at heart. Gotta love it. In a good way, though. In a good way, you know? That level of
What
enthusiasm.
was that last part? Sounds like a fizzy drink from Cheesetopia.
Okay, Billy.
Well then, S. Billy.
That's Billy.
You've talked a big game. So why don't you transform now and let us see who's stronger? You or the first champion?
Yes, Billy. I like that. It sounds even cooler than special. Very unique.
Oh
As for
my
which
goodness.
one's stronger, that's not important. What matters is that this one is cooler, flashier, and more like a Starlight Knight. 100%.
Oh boy, it's such a Starlight Night
Once we run into some
players.
ethereals, I'll show you what I've got.
This is
What's
going to be
the point
interesting.
of being cool? It's not like the ethereals care how cool you look.
You
be surprised.
Get it. This is what makes it special to be an intelligent construct. It's the Starlight Night way.
Oh my goodness. You gotta love Billy.
Let's put the Starlight Night talk aside and get back to our prize thief. Big Daddy hasn't seen anyone that looks like Ramiel, so we'll need to ask around some more.
Hey. Bernice.
Huh?
Everyone's favorite party
That
girl.
Sounds like Bernice calling us
She-
from below.
The pyromaniac with
I'll ask
cheerleader
her as
energy.
well. She's always pretty well informed and might have a lead on Ramiel.
Sure, let's go. If Bernice doesn't remember either, well, better just ask her.
Yeah, just go ask her. Come on, man. Never hurts to ask a girl what she's gonna say, no? That's the worst a girl can say to you, pal. Well, actually, there might be some other. There's old Demir right there, that guy. With the, is that metal detectors there? Is that stick with. I have no idea if that's supposed to be a lawnmower fan attached to it or what. I just don't know, folks. Just don't know. Bernice.
You're looking for someone? Well, who is it? And...
Alright, oh. What? Huh? Oh, sorry. I was looking at something. Let's see. Oh, this one's going fine.
A good friend? You know her?
Of course! We're besties! We hit it off right away. I've never met anyone like... what's her name again?
Romeo?
You don't even know your good friend's name?
Well, we only just met. I might have forgotten to ask her name, but we spent the whole night drinking Nitro Fuel together.
Wait, why does that only
She
show
told me it was
8
her
minutes
first time
of it?
drinking Nitro Fuel, and she fell in love with it right
I
away.
haven't broadcasted for more than 8
I never
minutes.
thought I'd meet a rival like that. I'd thrown the Outer Ring Fuel God is shaking.
What about fuel? What? Hold it. Yep. This totally tracks with Bernice and party rocking in the house tonight, baby. 'Cause every day she's shuffling. No, that's all.
What happened after that? Did she mention where she was headed next?
Oh, right. Oh.
Yeah, she did. She said she wants to go to this dreamy garden full of Nitro Fuel trees.
Oh boy.
There's no such thing as nitro fuel trees. Did the nitro fuel go to your heads or something?
It probably was
Aside
the
from
or
that,
something
Did
part.
you talk about anything else?
Maybe not. That's such an ambiguous answer. Is there something you can't tell us about? Please, Bernice, her whereabouts are very important to us. Oh, no, nothing like that. I just forgot. I might have had a bit too much to drink last night, so I can't remember anything except the Nitro Fuel. Oh, wait. I got it! If I have another Nitro Fuel and recreate the moment, I'm sure I'll remember something.
Oh boy.
I think I'm starting to remember. Oh, the hollow! She asked me how to get to the hollow closest to Blazewood. The hollow closest to Blazewood? That's a solid lead. Considering when she left, Romul's probably already inside. Ooh, Romul. So that's her name. Doesn't really feel like it fits her. Yeah, that's because it's an alias. Huh? Our AI assistant is calling me.
Master, I've gathered some information on the Witherblooms. I hope it's helpful. The white Witherblooms Romul bought from Orchidea are commonly used as home decor. Besides their aesthetic value, their scent has calming and cooling properties. These flowers are no longer used in memorial rituals. The most recently recorded use of Witherblooms for honoring the deceased appears in a newspaper photo from about 100 years ago. It is believed to be a tradition from the old capital or an even earlier era.
100 years ago? Why would she follow a tradition from that long ago?
Because she can.
What do you think, Proxy? Should we keep looking for her?
Of course. Now that we've got a new clue, we should hurry.
Wise is right. We don't know her final destination yet. But I'll map out a route so we can catch up. Let's move.
Okay, how did I do this again? You know what? Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this nonsense.
Sia and I are ready when you are, manager.
Time to enter the hollow. Alright, I need to go check something out. I'm gonna see if my phone's been on the charger for at least 30 minutes now. It should be able to power on properly now that I've done the whole restart or reset stuff. Whatever. Or whatever. Give me one. Ooh. Okay, that's not good. Maybe not that, but was it this then? Maybe. Sorry, folks. Just that before this issue, that I've been experiencing with my phone all day today, it already had issues with registering the charger. Well, hello. How are you? Alright, let's see. Does this work? Because if I can't get this phone to work, this is going to be a huge issue for me for at least a week. Or two, depending on how long I can get a new one to come in. Honestly, been better. At least my pinky isn't as messed up as it was a few days ago. Alright, so no, that's not working. And that. Okay, that registered. That's a good thing. Let's see. Oh, well, at least it kind of registered. Now I just gotta see if it actually does the whole shows it recharging. Well, on its own it doesn't, but when I grab things it does to a certain degree. I mean, since you just recently came in, I was gonna say, I mean, I explained this earlier, but so basically I smashed my pinky at work, and basically it ended up looking like a ripe blueberry, overblown ripe blueberry. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave my phone as is. Hopefully it's sitting like that for a half hour or so will do the trick. Alright. I finally got the lightning symbol to show up on the screen, so there's progress compared to, I'd say, an hour or so ago when I tried tinkering with the ding-danging thing. Alright, let's see here. You ready, manager? Let's get moving before the trail goes cold. Let's go. Indeed. Alright, so we're going to get to see a whole transformation sequence. Please say yes. Please say yes. Or is that going to be later? I don't know. That's what we're going to aiming to find out, folks.
So many ethereals.
Let's go around. That will take more time.
Excuse me?
Yep,
Coming
cutscene
through.
time.
Yo, yo, yo! All eyes on me!
Billy, what are you?
No need to go another way. I've been getting ready for this. It's showtime.
Yep, I knew it. It was that little thing that was in the Sterling.
Oh, evil darker than a black hole. Rejoice! You've earned the honor
Play the
of
Super
being
Sentai music in the
sparked by
background.
Starlight. Dimension burst! Star
Transformation sequence totally legit.
Starlight Night Transform!
That was straight fire.
Has the forbidden fruit test.
Running into me today must be your lucky day. Behold, my friend. Fortunate to get the super powerful form.
A motorcycle out of nowhere? That must be where the Denny's went.
Well, yeah, I mean,
This is a
Cool.
must-have for nights. I'd willingly trade an arm for this.
hey, okay, so if I
The
understand it,
hero's here.
yep, there's that.
Does it have to be me?
He just runs, but she still slithers forward.
This is where I come in.
And he does a little U-turn with his legs. Cool. Color me impressed.
Oh, wait! I see some traces of ether.
Shame I don't have her yet.
To the land.
Hand
Its
plant
domination etched in
spins
searing
himself
pain.
around.
The raging winds whip the sands into a furious uprising against the sky. Two colossal beasts clash and tear at one another, fighting for the right to name this untamed world.
Oh my goodness, the narration.
My name is Wise, walking through this brutal war. But I have no fear, because I have the strongest, most
Oh boy.
reliable companion by my side. Before any disaster can even reach me, it will be turned to ash by his very presence. I may not say it out loud, but I'm truly grateful to my companion.
Yeah, it's
More
not.
than
So, I would
once,
say
I've thought about giving
poor
him
connection
this
quality,
month's,
sadly.
or even next month's video store earnings, just to free him from the burden of having advanced his pay.
Yeah,
Only then.
like I said,
can I truly
signal
express
issue.
the gratitude in my heart.
My
Thank
normal
you,
network I
S.
usually
Billy.
use is kind of out of order for the moment, so I'm using my backup, which unfortunately tends to have connection issues. Yes, you'll be able to hear me speak, but that's about it. Unfortunately, I can't do anything else to adjust this. Sadly, it's just gonna be a thing that's gonna be like this for a moment or so. Oh, oh, sorry. Been up since like 7 in the morning, which is usually not a time I usually get up in the morning, 6 to 7 in the morning. But I had an appointment I had to be at by 9, so I'm surprised I actually didn't go back to sleep after I came back, hilariously enough. Usually I would, but didn't this time for some reason. Now what in Sam Hill was I doing before anything else? Oh. Yeah, let's try this. For the love of Mike. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? Alright, now, is it supposed to be like this? Like this, maybe? Okay, this might work, possibly. if I can figure out how to do this. Or maybe not. Let me do this. Boop. Put that in the main foreground. Put back here, stream manager. Boop. Boop. No, boop. Boop. Is that not? Okay, that's not working. Oh. Snap to the left. Let's do this real quick, see if I can't figure out how to do this. Oh wait, nope, get back here. There we are. Snap to the right. There we are. Sorry, I was trying to figure out exactly how in tarnation I was going to work that whole having two windows side by side in on my tablet, since that's how I keep track of things for the most part. Alright, still poor connection quality. Yeesh. Alright, I don't know how am I gonna do this. I mean, I really don't like the idea of ending broadcast and then restarting the broadcast and see if that fixes the issue, because I don't think it will. But when you're desperate and want to try to get things to work, you do what you gotta do usually. So, alright, here's what I'm gonna do, folks. I hate usually making a do my podcast in 3 segments and stuff like that, but sometimes, like I said, you gotta do what you gotta do. Fudge nuggets. Here's what I'm gonna do. You folks go nowhere. Stay tuned for this to actually go through. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restart this broadcast and see if that'll take care of the connection quality issue. All right. 3, 2, 1.